What is the underlying factor that could really propagate this resignation? Could it be that maybe they are no longer relevant in the party, or their contributions are no longer heard in the party, or they are working and some other persons are benefiting? Or what exactly could be playing here? Barrister, what's your take?
I want to take you back, Gloria, during the days of our former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, from 1999 to 2007, where the PDP held power at the central and several states of the Federation. PDP exhibited a high level of internal disciplinary mechanisms, and therefore they were able to discipline erring members, especially with regards to what we call anti-party activities. But since the PDP lost election in 2015, there seemed to be they seem to have left that direction, and it seemed to be anyone can behave the way he or she feels. Now, let's take our mind to 2023, prior to the presidential election. What led the PDP into the quagmire they have found themselves is because of one or two persons feeling dissatisfied that their ambitions were not fulfilled on the platform of the party, and therefore they want to bring down the entire house, the entire roof that houses everybody in the family. Now, if you look at it, PDP in their 98th section of the NEC meeting, held sometimes in April 18, failed to take some drastic decisions. Decisions as to make the party formidable, make the party bigger than every other personal ambition, every other individual. And by what they resolved from that day, it was more or less, like I said in the sister station, more or less a bar meeting. Nothing concrete came
Okay.
out of that meeting internally. Because if the party must go forward, looking forward to winning an election in 2027, they must have to rejig themselves and come up with a very united, formidable force to stand as an opposition with the APC-led government. Now, PDP has been overtaken by some external forces, forces who operate outside but have their molds within the party. And it seems to be that the voice of those external forces are taking precedence over those who have genuine interest for the party. When Ihedioha left, resigned his position, I believe that is one of the founding fathers we were making reference to.
Yeah, Ihedioha.
Yes,
Ihedioha, yeah.
I said there are so many other persons that will leave because the NEC held on the 18th of April failed to take some drastic decisions. And they are in that NEC, they endorsed and confirmed the acting capacity of Damagun as the national chairman of the party to conduct congresses for their NEC August 24th NEC meeting. Now, politics, if you allow those persons to conduct elections whose allegiance are not, their allegiance is to external forces and not to the interests of the party, what becomes of the executive that will be electing from ward, local government, and states that will preempt the outcome of the NEC meeting? And so, if you look at it, the foundation that the PDP so far wants to lay against that of the NEC meeting that will metamorphose to a national congress is that of selling out the party to external forces. Let's come to Rivers State. Before the NEC meeting, there are some state executives that their tenure have elapsed, and the national came out with a directive that for those states, local government, and wards that their tenure have elapsed, that they are giving them a 3 months window to act those same persons. They were unequivocal when they said same persons should act in acting capacity as a caretaker committee pending when the congresses will be done. And the time frame is 3 months. Some days later, a list were paraded on the media that the new list stands to be the state working committee for Rivers State. But in that new list, we find out that some names were removed, some names were inputted into it, and some protests were made. What the National Working Committee did was to say they have heard the complaints from the Governors Forum and that at the interim that they will take a second look at it. Yesterday, we are told another of court, expert again, has been given confirming that list. So if you look at it from all the activities of PDP, it means a ship heading to a place of doom. If you are on board a ship and you are told that the ship is heading towards the Bermuda Triangle, what will you do in the circumstance? Is it not to find a way of leaving that ship? And that is exactly what these members are doing. But my only concern for this House of Rep member is that the Constitution provides that you, being an elected member, must remain in that political party until the expiration of your period. And there are just few windows for you to have the right to defect. That is where there is division in the party. And the Supreme Court has laid in some authorities what amounts to a division in the political party.
But he's not defecting. He resigned.
He resigned, and you cannot sit in the National Assembly partyless because we are not running an independent candidature. Candidates are sponsored by a political party. That seat you are occupying belongs to the political party.
Yes.
And so you cannot sit without a party. If you are resigning from the PDP, it is expected that in the next few days, you announce your political party. That is a defection. And so what becomes the provision of the law with respect to a member defecting? That is my only concern for him. But if he has decided to look into another greener land for him to pass to, there is no problem, but there are consequences.